with the situation that he has now. That said, Matthew Stafford, to Trent's point, is an upgrade over Jared Goff with the Rams because of the fact that he has had to play in Detroit, where he's had to be on the run and make fast decisions and play in conflict, like Trent said. I do think that that is the difference. We talk all the time about what Jared Goff can do when he's comfortable. I would prefer to have a quarterback who can do things when you're uncomfortable, because at some point or another, you're going to be uncomfortable. Even the greatest teams have injuries and meltdowns. Look what happened to Kansas City in the Super Bowl. Now, obviously, Kansas City was a great team, and we've talked about what has happened in the Super Bowl, and Patrick Mahomes can obviously do anything. I mean, he's flying sideways and throwing the ball and smacking receivers in the head under conflict. But Matthew Stafford is an upgrade for the Rams. I love how the Rams do business. I love that they're aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's enough. I still think they need a few more pieces. But I still trust Sean McVay, and I think that you never know what's going to happen in the season. There's always huge injuries. There's always things that happen that we don't predict. So I think that the Rams are in a great position now.
Well, I think that they're more interesting, certainly. I feel like we've plateaued on the interesting part.
Well, you and I hadn't gotten really a chance to talk about what happened in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's only a week removed from winning his 7th title, and he's already looking towards next season. The TB12 Sports account tweeted a picture of Brady preparing to work out with his trainer, Alex Guerrero, with the comment, "Back to work, #eyes on 8." We played the clip from Scotty Miller talking to Nick Wright last week about the work ethic that Tom Brady has. I mean, obviously, Tom Brady is an outlier, but I think what I took away from that Super Bowl really is that he brings, and you mentioned this earlier, he just brings an element of excellence wherever he goes. LeBron has proven that he can do this as well. It elevates everyone. Now, the story of the Super Bowl really, to me, is not as sexy, but the defense, the Tampa Bay Bucs defense was the story of the Super Bowl.
Totally shut down. I mean, literally totally discombobulated. If I'd have told you Mahomes won't throw for a touchdown. I mean, Kansas City was completely... By the way, we did say this, Joy, in fairness to you and I. We said we both like Kansas City. Well, I like Kansas City, but I did say you will be able to tell 2 or 3 series in if they can't block Tampa's defensive front, it's going to look a lot like that Giants upset of the Patriots. And I remember that 2007 Super Bowl, 2007, 2008. You were 2-3 series in, and you're like, they can't block Strahan. They can't. Well, who was Justin Tuck and Strahan? They couldn't block them. And you're like, if you can't block somebody in the 2nd series, it generally doesn't get easier in the 8th and 12th series. So as the game was going on, and I'm sitting there in my hospital bed, I'm like, oh, that's a problem. This is a non-correctable personnel issue. Tampa's defensive front are better players because of injuries than the KC offensive front. So the game started looking like, the longer it went, the uglier it got, mismatches in the trenches.
And just because it went that way didn't mean I lost any faith in Kansas City. I don't really feel like I let go until the 3rd quarter. I'm like, all right, they're clearly not going to be able to adjust or do anything with what Tampa Bay is doing. It's just excellence we're watching right now. But we've seen Kansas City come back from so much before. The only difference was it wasn't Tom Brady and Todd Bowles' defense on the other side. So LaMelo Ball has been playing really well this season, and he's the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. He's such a draw that the NBA is looking to get him involved in the All-Star festivities. The league reportedly hopes he'll participate in the skills competition this year. He leads all rookies in points, rebounds, assists, and steals per game. He's 3rd amongst all rookies in minutes per game. And I would like to see this as well. The All-Star game is set for March 7th in Atlanta. The league is reportedly looking into holding the 3-point contest and the skills competition during the game and the slam dunk competition at halftime. During the pregame and the slam dunk competition at halftime. So limiting, the days and everything that normally goes on at the All-Star weekend. Obviously, we're still in a pandemic, so they're making it all work. But I love LaMelo coming into the draft. I love that he had international experience. I've seen him play from a very young age. I just felt like he was going to have a bigger, stronger NBA body, having played against grown men for those couple of years when he was overseas playing. I know everyone was very skeptical because of how things have gone with Lonzo, but I mean, obviously I'm impressed, but I can't say I'm terribly surprised. I really like LaMelo coming into this draft.
Well, both Ball brothers have long, angular frames. They're both very good rebounders, and they can be good team defenders. So the difference is this kid can shoot. I mean, listen, the NBA is a shooter's league, and LaMelo can shoot. And Lonzo struggles with it. So, like Ben Simmons. I love Ben Simmons, but he can't shoot. And it'll always be an issue. And if you can shoot in this league, it's almost like there are certain things in sports everybody wants, like a pass rusher in football. Nobody is saying, we got that. Everybody would take one. If you go to any NBA team, including the Lakers, and say, hey, we got this kid, he can really shoot threes. Everybody wants it. You cannot have enough three-point shooters. This kid walks in, he can hit jumpers. He's a very confident shooter. Boom. He averages 21 a game as a starter. Good stuff. Joy with
and
the
he's such an excellent... Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. Are we done, by the way? I think we are.
Yeah, we are.
Well,
Joy
that's
the
the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Line News.
I want to continue that on. Rick Bucher is around the corner. Anthony Davis. This was the baton year. Handed off to Anthony Davis. Once again, he's missed 5 games. He's hurt again. And LeBron leads the West in minutes. It never changes. Rick Bucher next.